eaten chili for dinner every night for almost a year and a half.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Mini shit.
You just really like chili?
I love that shit. I had some
A
earlier.
lot of protein.
Okay, this
Well,
is a small game. Let's shuffle the seats.
It's fine with me.
Nice.
oh,
I can actually play this time, so that's nice.
Woo.
Hey, I'm gonna go make another grim. Have fun. Sweet. Let's see. What shall we do this time? What shall we do? Another Leech Scarlet Woman on 7? Now, let's do Leech Marionette. Leech Marionette is gonna be fun. Technically 0 outsiders, so I cannot put the token in the bag. Another Snake Charmer? Sure. Yeah, let's have a Leech. We can have a Grandmother, just not a lot of death. We can have a Tea Lady. We can have an Empath, because we haven't had an Empath before. And we can have... What can we have? Slayer's been in every bag, so I have all these others. Let's have another Philosopher, yeah. And then we'll give... is that rough? Okay, let's do Gossip instead. So we can give Artist. We can give Undertaker, Artist, and Philo as bluffs. Yeah. Okay, you got your rolls. Good night. Cool. Marionette Snake Charmer? Sure, let's do that. I could grandmother the tea lady, honestly. It's not bad. The tea lady is gonna want to be executed. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, hilarious. That's just hilarious. Okay. Or do I grandmother the gossip? Yeah, because I think the gossip is gonna be very confirmable. Okay. Zarsh is the host. That could be a very quick game. Mm. All right. Yeah, I think I kinda have to make Cammy the grandmother, the grandchild. I mean, because I'm likely to kill Mathilda with the first correct gossip, and if that happens, there's gonna be too much confirmation if the grandmother also confirms somebody else, I think. So who goes first? Oh, wait. Sailor. Okay, you're self-drunk. But you're poisoned, so it doesn't matter. You get to 0. Fake. Good morning! We have a nice and easy game under a rainbow clock tower. How appropriate. 3 minutes.
I just have one question. Oh, I guess
Yes.
everybody can leave. Because it wasn't covered beforehand, I assume the bootlegger is in regards to the snake charmer.
Yes, we're running Alejo Snake Charmer. So the first night, the Snake Charmer goes before minion and demon information.
Okay, just a public announcement. I am the leech. You don't need to do anything about it. Just wanted to make sure you guys are aware.
Oh, help! Oh, help. This is going to be a quick game.
I can see what the kill count looks like and go from there.
Sounds good.
Do you? Is it worth it for you to die first so we don't have a double death in a small game?
See,
or-
I also thought about that. The issue with me advocating for dying is that there's a boom dandy on script, right? But yeah, I think that's great. Also, if there's,
I think I'm gonna gossip that there's a boom dandy in play. That way we know
that's
if
useful.
it goes
Yeah.
off, then there is one, and I'm not the host. And if we don't
Hello, Safira. Good to have you here.
a second death, then I'm the leech host. So that
Yeah.
could be why you were given me, because I'm the leech host, and it's just
Yes.
you're gonna instinctively want to keep me alive. So
Guggy, I'm sorry I didn't see that you suggested Boom Dandy on time. Well, yeah. Usually what I do when I select a Grim is I just go with the first one in the queue. And the first one in the queue was kind of one which I didn't want, so I went with the second one. That's the reason why I chose Miriam, nothing else.
So we're gonna randomly hit the host again, right?
At this rate, I think we might. The host is claiming Leech.
Hosted minion. It will still go through. 'Cause
Well,
they're still good.
But then, so can you guys die by execution?
No, we can't die.
So if the host can't die, how does the leech lose?
That is a good question. That is a very good
I'm
question.
gonna ask. Oh, actually, he is in the call.
I'm gonna go talk to other people. You get back to me on that.
Yes.
I
could
think
you...
we'd have to kill you first if we thought one of us was Snake Charmer.
Yes.
But if
Yeah.
the demon knew,
Well,
actually, that's probably
I'll
true,
ask
actually.
Void. I'll let you know. Void, are you there?
Yeah, I am. What's up?
So I'm the tea lady.
Uh-huh.
If I have two good neighbors and one of them is the leech host, can they still die?
They cannot die, but at that point you will have to die first.
Okay.
Which is it's still winnable for good, because if you are the tea lady and the leech host is one of your good neighbors and both are good, then that means that even the leech cannot kill your neighbors. So you have 3 good players who cannot die plus the leech. You see what I mean here?
Okay, yeah. So it gives us time to figure out. Yeah, yeah.
Time to decide, or figure it out by other means. Yeah. Either way, good luck. Yep.
Try to determine if they want to believe me or not.
Okay, everyone's back. Public actions, gossips, slayer shots, and everything else is open. Emmy?
I would like to gossip that Zars is the leech.
Got it. Thank you.
I will gossip that the minion is a boom dandy or marionette.
Understood. Thank you. Smelly?
I would also like to gossip that the minions are Scarlet Woman or Godfather.
Okay, so there is the minion in play is either the Scarlet Woman or the Godfather. This is a base 1 minion game. Okay, got it. Darawi?
I'd like to claim Slayer and shoot Amy.
Okay. Weapon of choice?
Crossbow, as always.
Nice.
Okay. Darawi throws a crossbow at Amy, who picks it up and says, "Thank you, that's really nice." No effect.
Are noms open?
Yep, they are.
Amy nominates Zarst.
Okay. State your accusation.
Science.
Zarst, what do you say to science?
You can do science all you want. I think it's a waste of one of town's very few executions. Since I'm going to live through this anyways, I'm going to probably be killing Chris tonight. In case you want to protect them.
All right. Majority is 4.
Chris's hand going up as soon as you said you're killing Chris.
Force enough. Zarst is on the block.
I'll nominate Amy.
Smelly nominates Amy. State your case.
Similarly, this is for science.
Less fun science. Also, I was Slayer shot, so I'm not the Lleech host, and I'm the grandmother, so I'm confirming another player. I'm not the Lleech host though, so I trust that player, and I trust myself to be sober.
All right. 4 ties, 5 dice.
Why are we tying this?
I don't think.
Vote for yourself. It makes more sense.
Why would I do that?
This is better for us.
Darawi?
I nominate Chris.
Darawi nominates Chris. Why?
I didn't get to speak to him today, and he didn't really speak to anyone from what I saw at all. I'm wondering if that's some sort of deliberate avoidance.
Chris, what do you say to that?
No.
Okay. 4 ties, 5 dice.
In Chris's defense, Chris did talk to people. I spoke to Chris and got a 2 and had a very productive conversation.
Every time I was in town, he was sitting there, so...
Just not enough?
It's uneven numbers. There's always going to be one left out.
True.
Yeah. And if it's been the same person a lot, then the town has done a bad job of talking.
Evil is by a thread here. I am scared.
Well, can we kill someone? I would nominate Smelly if I had a nom.
I don't think. Did you not? You nominate Sars.
Chris?
I'm saying I can't nominate again.
Oh,
I nominate Smelly.
Chris nominates Smelly. Why?
Oh, I think Amy's good, and Smelly nominated Amy. Therefore, probably evil.
Smelly, are you evil?
I'm not evil. Still, this is decent science. Well, not decent. Well, it is science. I'm not the best kill, but obviously, if science goes through, then all is well in the world.
All right, 4 ties, 5 dice. Five's enough. Smelly's on the block. If there are no more nums, I'll end the day in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Smelly is executed. Smelly dies. And so does nobody else. Good night.
Oh.
You had me fucking scared there, man.
That would have been. Why were you scared?
Well, because I thought I was Lleech hosted.
Then killing you would be a good thing.
Yeah, why would you be scared?
Oh, hang on. Sailor first.
I was scared because I'm the leech.
The Leech.
Right, that makes sense. Double claim of a leech?
Leech double claim?
We love that.
I think they're all claimed artist. Okay. DC dies. Makes sense. No guts to kill. Undertaker, Artist, Slayer. We can buy a little tiny bit of time for the Undertaker. Chris still has 0. Amy ghosted incorrectly yesterday, so they don't kill anyone. 0.
Yeah.
That's it. Good morning, town. We've been following the clock because DC died in the night. 2 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna say
wait,
I
yeah,
was
what
the
was
tea lady, and Spogger died by execution.
Ooh.
So that means that Amy is the minion, and I
Or
also
Smelly
just
is.
killed- or Smelly was
Yeah.
minion. But I think it'd be safest to kill Amy next in case the leech
That's fine.
pick was a minion.
Do we have any outsider claims?
It's
I mean,
a
it could also
base
be.
0, so
Yeah, we have Godfather Baron on script.
possibly.
Oh,
Mhm.
I'll also say, I was a snake charmer again. I fucking died. I really wanted to fight to live, but I
Well.
knew DZ was a tier lady, so it was good science.
Oh.
The only person I picked is Dara Wade, and I didn't snake charm, so.
Okay. If you are good, this is an interesting play. It
Okay,
does not
I will-
help figure
will
out
put-
if I am good. Like, I'm good, and I'm telling you what I did, and I'm
Amy,
asking if you are
Amy,
not the leech to let
Amy.
me know.
Amy, you're the marionette. Chris is the leech. You are the marionette.
Yeah, no. Okay. Thanks, Zars.
You're
Got it.
Try to help him.
I regret missing the first part of this conversation. It sounded so interesting.
She said you she was the gossip, and that she is saying that
It's
there's
good,
no
by
way
the way.
I can be the leech. And I said, well, I could have sunk the kill last night. And that I just don't want you to know if you're the host or not.
You do realize that there's a 1 minion game, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris is the leech. Chris is the leech. Amy is the minion.
All right.
Miriam.
Okay.
Miriam, she just doesn't know it. It explains to Tea Lady. If Smelly is telling the truth, Amy could just be a leech or the marionette and not realize it. There was only 2 votes on Chris yesterday, but we got 5 onto Smelly. I highly doubt that the demon and the minion would nominate to get themselves killed. So I have to believe Smelly's good. If DZ is telling the truth, therefore Amy has to be a minion or the demon.
Okay, yeah, I understand what you're thinking.
You now understand my strategy here? I'm like, this is what I'm doing here.
I like how you implemented it. Very funny.
All right, talk to you.
Good luck. Bye.
That is, unless I just say it down, and then who knows?
Yeah, we'll see though. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hello, town. Nominations, shenanigans, and everything else is open.
I think I still have good reason to believe that Smelly was not a minion, meaning that Amy is either a minion or the leech. Either way, I think we should not listen to anything she has to say. She's claimed
Thank you.
Apologies. They claimed they were grandmother checked, I believe, by you, Matilda. Can you confirm that?
Wait, what?
I would like to nominate Amy.
Just 1 second. Let people discuss first, and then I will take the nomination. Matilda?
Could you repeat what you just said? Sorry.
Can you confirm that you are Amy's grandmother?
I will confirm that I'm one side of a grandmother pair.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna specify which side of it.
Can I ask what exactly is stopping Smelly from being a minion who you just have vibes that says they're not
Nothing.
evil? I don't know what stops that from happening. I literally have someone confirming me.
To be fair, there could also be Godfather plus a drunk.
The reason why I think that Smelly is actually a townsfolk is that there was 5 votes. I was not one of those votes. That would imply that if I am not the demon, that evil voted to eliminate Smoggy and Smelly, and Smelly was one of those votes to get themselves put on the block. So at this particular time, I'm more likely to believe that Smelly is good. Amy, I believe you're just a marionette to Chris, and that Matilde, you are the leech host and saw the marionette as a confirmational role, and that is the world that I am currently in.
I think that makes a lot of sense because I had already claimed to Spogger that I was the tea lady. So science checking himself would make a lot of sense for him.
Right, but what's stopping him from being evil and just being willing to frame someone else here to like throw off the scent? Like Smelly could read good if Smelly is a marionette and Darawe is the demon. And he just didn't know. Like, I know that I'm not evil. Chris has not told me I'm a marionette. I'm fine to die.
Darawe's got his hand raised. Darawe?
I'll clarify what DZ's saying because it's all coming back from my information, Amy. I'm the Undertaker. And I saw Smelly as the Snake Charmer. Even though he claimed Philosopher to me.
Well, that's because I wanted to become the demon.
So either I'm the marionette and poisoned or you're evil.
In that world, Smelly, did you check me last night?
No, I died that night. Oh, I died the first day I checked Darawe, and then I died by execution.
Okay.
But I was going to check before as well.
Second call for noms.
I nominate Amy.
Darawe nominates Amy. Why?
Whether my information is true or not, whether Amy is a minion or not, eliminates a world either way.
Okay, Amy?
Just do it. You're gonna tunnel otherwise.
You probably shouldn't dead vote on this.
Okay, majority is 3.
I would prefer to do one of myself or Matilde so we don't just have a double kill in the night.
Yeah.
This is fine. If it clears a world where you think I'm evil, go for it. This is silly.
Force enough. Amy's on the block.
Does the pair die if one of them dies, or if the grandchild dies, or if it's by the demon?
We just
if
have
the
to bear in
demon
mind,
kills
demon,
me.
yeah.
There is a world where I am either a marionette to Zarst or
I still have no idea what's going on with Zarst. Like, literally no idea. Like, I don't know what Zarst is getting at because if I'm the leech host, multiple people voted on this. I gossiped that Zarst is the leech and we only had 1 death. So
if I'm the leech host, we had 4 votes on day 1 on me. I am most likely not the leech host.
Well,
there are more good than evil.
Yeah, but
in
everyone
this game.
alive.
So having 4 on you doesn't mean that you can't be the leech host. Like, literally, good could have just voted on you and no evil.
Everyone except for me alive voted for Amy, so that's probably not host.
Not at all.
Myself.
No, this is why I believe Amy's the.
Voizar.
Sorry, what?
I nominated myself.
Okay, Matilda nominates Matilda. Why?
Potential host. It's good to get one of us dead, but we got a lot of living votes. We're probably not getting more votes on this, to be fair. But I just thought I'd put it out there. I also don't want to be in the final 3.
Okay, for ties, 5 dice.
I'll break the tie if it gets it. It doesn't look like it will.
I would prefer to just die to clear this world because
Just
people
rough.
are never going to believe what I have to say world building wise.
Alright,
Like,
I'll give it 10 more
silly.
seconds.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, Amy, is that with that information, regardless of whether you're town or not, the world building's going to tunnel on you.
4,
My concern is that if
3.
Smelly is a marionette, Darawe could be the demon,
Yeah.
and I don't know what Zarst is doing. But if you're good, it would be nice if you like collaborated so that we can build the worlds correctly. Because I'm good, and this is a waste of an execution.
Amy is executed. Amy dies. Good night.
This is such a bizarre ass game. Oh my god.
Right, wait a minute. Good morning, town. This is your final 3. Zarst, Dorawi, and Chris. Matilda died in the night. You'll
Thank God.
let's say 2 minutes for discussion, and then we'll open nominations, and then I will put a timer for the end.
Chris,
Amy,
what are you?
this may sound silly, but are you the gossip?
Yes, I'm the gossip. I don't necessarily trust you as Undertaker, to be quite honest. It's not like that was not out there.
No, yeah, no, just it was never claimed to me. It was mentioned in town and hinted at in town, and you were basically the only one that gossiped, and then others were like 10 hours later, oh, I need to join in. So it was a bit obvious, but I'm just clarifying just to check if I'm poisoned or not.
Yes, I am the gossip, so you are not the leech host in this world. Zarst, if you think Chris is the leech, then you have to be the host. What are you? Chris, what are you?
Chris, did you want to speak?
Yeah, I'm the empath. I got 0 the first night, 0 the second night, and 1 the third night. Last night.
I'm a sailor.
I think I might be the
Oh, did you drink with me by any chance?
No, night 1 I drank with myself, and I've been drinking with Chris every night since.
Well, I don't know.
think Chris is sober. Like, Chris has to be sober, seeing a grandmother and a gossip.
And the grandchild, like, yes.
I got 0s the first 2 nights.
I think this is solved. I think that Smelly is marionette, which is why the tea lady didn't proc on them, because Darawe is evil.
Yeah. Because
if I'm the marionette, I don't know about it. So
I mean, that's the way to play marionette in a small game, because they could just claim their, leech host or whatever if they, you being willing to vote on yourself tells me you didn't know if you are the marionette.
The problem with that is he's confirming a role he told me he did not tell me about that I got during the night.
I mean, that's between the two of you saying that, though. I think at a certain point, if you've told them, hey, you're my marionette and you're dead, what were you?
That's just the reason why I don't think I'm a marionette, because I didn't tell him Snake Charmer. I said Philosopher because I wanted to Snake Charm into the demon. I picked him. If I'm a marionette, then, it wouldn't work either way, but I can only go off of what I know.
Well, from my perspective, Chris is sober. Darawe is saying they saw me as the gossip and they are sober. So if Chris is telling the truth and sober, and one of you is the one, I think it's Darawe. Zarst, you are probably the leech host. There's no way of knowing because we never got to test you.
Is it possible for me to be leech host and get true information 2 nights in a row?
2 nights in a
possible,
row,
but
I
I'm
do
not-
not think.
I think you might see like evil at some point if you're hosted, because then you can confirm that that's wrong.
What did you say you are, sir? Sailor?
That's correct.
Oh.
I chose myself so that everybody would get sober information that is not Lleech hosted.
Yeah,
fair.
and based on the gossip, Zars just can't be the Lleech. Unless
Yeah, I
he's
mean,
saying-
I know I was sober, so unless
or
Zarst is lying and Zarst is the Lleech and sank, then that's another world.
it
But
is in
he would know
theory
that.
possible that the kill hit a tea lady neighbor and then you killed the tea lady, but
Chris?
I
Now,
nominate
Zarst
Zars.
makes sense because even if
Uh,
Amy's
Chris
marionette
nominates
in the
Zarst, I
business-
believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
if it's
Accusation.
then I'm drunk or the host.
Yeah, I think the information lines up that Tara is the Lleech and Zarst is the poison.
Now, while I do want to accept the world that I could be a Lleech host, in a world where I am the Lleech and Amy is my minion, Amy wanting to have me killed would be very valuable here, because if I am the Lleech...
We're not evil together, so
No, Amy, I have to make sure that a whole world is pointed out, because this world has not been brought up, that Darway is the Lleech host and saw you incorrectly because you were being protected because of the Lleech.
if
Then
we're good,
if you push the world onto me that I'm the Lleech host and I'm the Lleech and I don't die here, then we go to night and evil wins.
That
I
doesn't
just want to make
doesn't-
sure that is a world.
That doesn't explain my zeros.
It
it
doesn't
doesn't
work.
explain Chris's sober information.
And me, where there's too
Okay.
much info that
Matilda.
doesn't work.
I just want
Alright.
to make sure that world was out.
I think the defense has been long enough, so I'm going to run the vote. Majority is 2.
We have to have at least 3 if we're gonna make sure that like the evil team can't.
5 cannot be beaten, I believe. So Zarst is inevitably executed, and Zarst dies.
If you're not the Leechos, I don't know what the fuck was going on in this game.
Okay, where do we start? Let's start from the saddest tea lady in existence, who failed to protect somebody on day 1 and then died. We'll get back to DZ. Mathilda was indeed the grandmother who confirmed a gossip in Amy, which I thought was quite ironic after the game in which Amy drew the philosopher token and chose the
Same.
gossip ability.
We laughed about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I'm like, this is the only choice you have. Yes, this is correct.
DZ's evil neighbor was Smelly, who was indeed the marionette. I believe Smelly was told, but I wasn't there for the entirety of
I
the
was
conversation.
told
Yeah. Okay.
immediately, and I was very annoyed.
And I think Smelly had to know at that point anyway, because Smelly did indeed snake charm the demon on night 1 and did not become the demon and then died after sitting next to a tea lady, so there was pretty much some from their perspective at least. And Chris was the super empath who got 0s and then a 1. The host was the person claiming Lleech on day 1. So
I was
I'm
crying when you said
Zarst,
that.
you literally confused me so much throughout this game. I was so lost.